So for our first episode, we have a very special guest, a famous YouTuber with over 100,000 subscribers and more than 6.4 million total views. The man behind Sir Chua's Accounting Lessons PH, Kevin Chua.
네, 반갑습니다.
네, 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요. 반갑습니다.
We're very glad to have you
Yeah,
here.
thank you, and thank you for having me here. I'm Kevin. My full name is Kevin Troy Chua, but you can just call me Kevin. So I'm from the Philippines. And back in the Philippines, I'm a certified public accountant, and I'm also an accounting professor. And I love teaching. That's why I'm in the academe for a few years now. And I'm currently a PhD student in Kangwon National University, and I'm majoring in accounting. So I'm from the Department of Accounting right now. I'm currently in my 4th semester, pursuing my PhD. So I'm scheduled to graduate maybe by next year in August. I'm starting my dissertation right now. So that's currently what I'm doing right now. This is where I usually take my classes, although I can't speak loudly because these are professor offices. So nothing much actually, just our seminar room as well for the Department of Accounting. So what happened is I got to know it. I was just surfing the internet, and then at that time I was already inclined a little bit with Korean culture. I traveled Korea for 9 days solo travel in 2016, and then suddenly I knew about GKS. So I've like that, I've been inclined with Korean culture, and then I came to know about GKS. It was still KGSP that time.
Oh, okay.
Korean Government Scholarship Program. That's how it is before, and then it changed to GKS. I first applied for a master's degree, and then at that time I applied through the embassy. I was actually interviewed in the embassy,
Okay.
but I did not make it that time. It was in
This was in
2017. Yeah, it was in 2017. And then I started teaching. I moved from an office work as an accountant going to the academy. And then I was thinking, like, I think I should apply again. I think I should start gathering my documents again.
And preparing in advance, yeah. So when did you apply for the second time?
So the second time was in 2018, a year after. Yeah, a year after. And that time, there was another track for GKS, which is the university track, where you give all of your documents directly to the university. So I tried applying to a university in Seoul for a master's degree for a global MBA. I was interviewed by the department.
Shortlisted again.
Yeah, shortlisted again, but I did not make it again. So yeah, and then at that time, I was thinking like, maybe it's not for me. So the day after the results came out, that my name was not there, and then the day after, I enrolled for a master's degree in the Philippines.
In the Philippines.
Yeah. So at that time, plans of applying for a scholarship in Korea were,
Put down, like,
yeah.
the end of the list.
I set it aside until I forget it. And then I pursued my master's degree in accountancy for 2 years in a university in the Philippines. So it's called University of the East. Yeah. And then after 2 years, I finished it, and then actually I was a COVID graduate. Yeah, so I was not able to, march down the venue, the aisle,
The stage.
the stage. Yeah, I wasn't able to do that because in the Philippines, graduation is a really
Big thing, yeah.
really big
ceremony.
deal. Yeah, and then
This was in
2020. I graduated in 2020.
Okay.
And then at that time, I was working, I left the academy again for another office work, although since it's COVID, it's work from home. So I was just sitting down, and then suddenly, I think I should try again with that scholarship. And then,
as PhD
yeah,
this time.
and at this time, I have no plans of PhD that time.
Of course, I don't think it's popular in your field.
Yeah, in our field, as long as
have work experience.
Yeah, you have more experience, you're a CPA, you have a master's degree. What's more important is you can train students for the board exam.
Yeah.
So plans of getting a PhD was not really in my mind at that time. But I suddenly thought about it, like, why don't I get, why not try for a PhD in accounting? So I emailed universities about my intentions, about what, basically about me, and this is what I have now, my master's degree and stuff. And then, so I tried emailing universities. And then 2 universities actually responded on a positive note. I will not mention the other one.
But one of them, of course.
Yeah, but one of them,
your
is
now.
this one. Yeah. So
you applied for what track again?
So I applied for university track.
This was in 2020.
So basically, I prepared documents in 2020. So, and then it took me a year to gather everything. So 2021. Yeah.
And then this time?
And this time I passed.
Wow, third time's the charm.
Yeah. My big tip, it's a cool tip actually. Yeah, a cool tip. Yeah, a cool tip is read your essays every day, because you get new ideas every day. Just spend 30 minutes or 1 hour per day in reading your essays again, and it will give you a new perspective, and you get new fresh ideas that you can edit it until the end of the nearing the deadline, until you submit. Yeah. Actually, another tip is that GKS application is not just about how good your documents are or your achievements in your home country. It's about looking at all of your documents together and the totality of yourself. Our tip is actually to always check the guidelines in the website, studyinkorea.co.kr. So that's
it. And also, if you're applying for a certain university, you should also check that.
Yeah. Check for the...
Like how graduation requirements.
Yeah,
like
graduation requirements.
Before you can graduate.
Basically, specific requirements of the university. If you're applying for university track and you're targeting really this university, you have to read the specific requirements of that university.
And check if that's really the university that you like.
Yeah. It's really important to ask around, to read and research about it, because when you get accepted, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
When you get accepted, that's it.
2 to 3 to
2, 3, 4 years
of
your life focusing on studies. So it's very important that you look at your university and you choose your university and your professor very well. Get to know your professor very well before coming to Korea, and choose the best professor that you think will be helpful for your study. So for those who are applying for GKS, make sure that you gather your requirements very well. You check them, and early,
They didn't make it.
Yeah. Check them early and check the deadlines as well. Not only of the main GKS deadline, but the deadline set by each of the universities or each of the embassies, Korean embassies in your country. You have to check that as well. And it's all about, what I always say is, it's all about the totality of the papers and documents that you submit. It's not just about you passed because you have this special research paper, or you passed because you're good in research, or you're good in writing your essay. It's not that. It's not only that. It's actually the totality of your documents, your application,
how you present yourself.
How you present. But in summary, I think what I want to say is, if you want to get this scholarship, just work hard and do well in the things that you do in your own home countries. And I think that because it's for you, it will be given to you in its very perfect time.
Thank you so much for answering all of our questions.
Thank
you so much for our viewers for watching us for 10 minutes. We'll see you in the next interview. Bye-bye.